Hey, it's Game Hydro. Today we're talking about Voidpet Dungeon, which is a brand new RPG for the iOS and Android platforms. And it's a completely unique RPG with indie vibes. We're going to discuss tips, tricks, strategies, and how to actually do well at this game because it can be a fairly difficult one. And it's very easy to get stuck in this game. All right, so typically you have lots of rewards to collect. You got your missions at the top right corner. Tap on the mission button. You usually got only one of them to do at a time. And then once you beat that one and claim the reward, you can move on to the next mission. Over in the daily reward, though, you'll be able to claim new rewards every day. And in the daily quests area, you will be able to complete daily missions, but if you are finished for the day, unfortunately you got to wait for them to refresh. You can try setting the time ahead on your phone or tablet to see if that speeds things up. Chances are it may not, because the game, I believe, operates off of a central server. And then on tracks over here, bottom right toward the middle, you have all kinds of different quests that you can complete in order to earn things like experience points, VM, which lets you level up your equipment, mushrooms that let you unlock vivids for each of your characters, and let's see. And then in the growth area, you can purchase a growth pass for $19.99, which seems like a fairly steep price, but you get pretty big rewards out of it. Like, for example, the 400 VM on 430. Void Matter is what VM is. The 141,000 experience just by those level ups. And things of that nature. Even evolution pebbles. And then over here, let's see, level up a pet to 30, evolve a pet to stage 3, level up a wood pet to level 20. We'll go over all that business in just a little bit. But there's, 4 main types of battles. Obviously, the floor battles. You got your 2 training battles, the experience training, and then the bosses, which give you items when you beat them. Tap on the decks in the top right corner of the screen to see what all the bosses are. All right, moving on. And then there's the daily boss, which gives you plasma when you beat it, and not like the plasma that you go to, biopharma to donate, but the plasma that actually gives you a daily reward in this game. But moving on, so with battles, yes, it's important to level up and to have good equipment, but it is extraordinarily important to have the type advantage whenever possible against the competition. So, look where it says foes over here below your own team, and you can see that you have 2 foes that have fire types and 2 foes that have wood types. Now tap on the little circle button in the top right corner anytime that you need to see the type advantage chart. So wood is strong against earth, fire is strong against metal, earth is strong against water, metal is strong against wood, and water is strong against fire. So right now, our party has 2 fire types and 2 water types from the previous floor, but to optimize the party for the current situation, we would have to pull the fire types out and put in 2 metal types. Thankfully, we already have 2 metal types that are leveled up to the highest level that is available to us right now. So let's see. Wait, is that what I want to do? Fire beats metal. Okay, yes, that is what I want to do. Sorry about that. It's rather late. Got a little bit of a brain fart for a second there, but since we just put the metal ones in, we're going to go see if there's any better equipment that we can give them. Let's see. That one's got pretty decent equipment so far, however, no trinkets. That one's got decent... No, that one has barely anything. So we just took out the fire types, so we're going to steal some better equipment from our fire types. That's a pretty good one because you get both an attack increase and a stamina increase. Now, your health increases by... Or your hit points, rather, increase by 10 for every 1 stamina point. So, for example, Conviction over here has 172 stamina, so in battle, 1,720 health. Over here, we can steal the blue butterfly chain. It's not going to do too much, but it's still better than nothing. And all of these trinkets are equipped by water types, so we can't really take those. But that is what we got. So we're going to battle and see if we can actually be victorious. Now, there's 2 ways to battle. You got the auto battle mode. You can put that on double speed. Or you got manual battle mode where you choose the attacks. And that does not have an available double speed for you. So we're going to watch the battle play out. And hopefully it plays out in our favor. Obviously, it's looking like a pretty even matchup right now. This honestly could completely go either way. Looks like we are at a disadvantage. And we just barely lose the battle. So, what can we do to upgrade? Another thing that we can do to upgrade is using the Vivids. Now, we don't actually have any Vivids right now, but, or any new something or other. Yeah, there's 3 types of mushrooms. The Ghost Mushroom, Cosmic Truffle, which sounds like a piece of candy, and the Dream Reaper unlocks a mythical or a higher Vivid. Now, gems can be spent on the first 2. This one, though, you can't even get it with gems. But there is a point to unlocking multiple Vivids. You'll see that Anger is white instead of black, and who's the other one that's different color? Spite is kind of a slate blue. That comes from the Vivid, but the more important thing from the Vivid is how many active effects. Tap on the thing that says 4 active effects, and those are all 4 Vivid boosts. So the Vivid boost that you got doesn't just come from the current one that's active color-wise. It comes from every single one of them that you've unlocked. So we got 5% defense, 2.5% boss damage, 5% speed, and 5% attack. And then going over to Pain over here, we got 9 different boosts. Now, before you spend all of your things, all of your Vivid mushrooms on one character, be sure that that is a character you're not going to regret giving them to. Let's see. There's a few different ways to upgrade your character as well. You got leveling up. Now, the only reason that Anger can be leveled up past 20 is that he's already been evolved to stage 2. The rest of these characters, you can see that they have not been evolved yet, and you need the evolution pebbles in order to evolve them. Once you evolve them, not only do their stats increase significantly, but they will also gain the ability to level up higher. So we're going to go to our offline income chest over here. Should be evolution pebbles in here. Unfortunately, there's only one, which is not quite enough to evolve anybody yet, but we do have some VM and some experience points. So, and then over here in the inventory, you can see a list of all different types of items. Anyways, one thing I was going over earlier, whenever you swap out characters, like over here, because of the type match, you want to not only swap them out, but also check their equipment to make sure they've got the best available equipment. We're going to try this battle one more time. Let's see if we can figure out a way to evolve this guy. Unfortunately, no. No evolutions, no ascensions at the moment. You can use the handoff button when you swap characters in order to give all of their equipment over to the character that you want to put in instead. We're not going to do that right now. We're going to try the battle. We're going to try it manually to test whether auto battle makes better decisions than human control. So it is currently the turn of the metal type guy. Attack an enemy, can bypass the tank. So obviously the fire types of the tanks right now. Just smoked a water guy, or excuse me, a wood guy in one hit. And then Lonely over here is primarily a healer, so the attack isn't going to do a ton of damage. But, oh, must attack the tank first. That's weak sauce. You know what? No, I don't want to heal just yet. I'll waste an attack on the big dinosaur-looking dude. Alright. Sad Isolate. Apply a debuff. You know what? Long press on one of the enemies. You can see all their stats. You can see that Tankosaur over here has 126 attack. And Pain has 168 attack and lower defense despite having a ton of stamina. So we are going to try taking out Pain over here. We're going to give Pain some pain. All right, so we took a pretty hefty attack from those guys. But let's use Lonely's Soak again. Didn't do the job all the way, but let's do the job the rest of the way on that guy. Now Tankosaur's left. Tankosaur doesn't have a very high attack. This guy has a very high attack. Curious. This would be a good time to heal, so we are going to do that. And because of all the upgrades done to that character, he healed up quite nicely. Now we're going to debuff the Tankosaur. So each character obviously has a standard attack and a strong attack. We're going to hit Tankosaur with the standard attack because we don't need the strong attack. The special attack has a cooldown while the standard attack does not. Now we're going to see if our character is up to snuff against this guy. All right. And we win. So, at least for this battle, the auto battle did not pick as well as the manual battle because no upgrades were done in between those two. We didn't even swap around any equipment. Maybe one piece of equipment. Don't remember. So, if you turn on auto battle right from the beginning, then you can just kind of let the game sit and go through as many battles as possible. All right. Yeah, let it sit and go through as many battles as possible, and it will only stop when you lose. Or you can just do all the battles manually. So because we beat one of those battles, though, we got some more experience points. Not that we have anything useful to use it on right now, because most of our characters are maxed out. Although we can level Anger up. Now hit the plus button in order to change how many levels you do at a time. I'm just going to do one for now. Should be useful if this next battle contains water types. All right, so this next battle contains 2 fire types, 1 metal type, and 1 earth type. So we want to keep our 2 water types, obviously. Put one of our fire types back in order to attack the metal type. And then put one of our wood types in order to attack the earth type. Thankfully, we've got, obviously, fire types that are very strong. What else? Wood. Oh, yeah. 1 wood that is level 16, which isn't quite level 20. I guess the attack won't do a ton, though, but she does have a skill which lets you use the primary attacks of all of your other characters. We are going to take on that battle later, though. That's about all we wanted to go over in the game for now. But, yeah, if you are stuck on a tough floor, a tough battle, then in addition to leveling up, do manual control, swap your character's gear and equipment around, and obviously try the different type matches. Now, you're going to have to be careful which ones you level up before you level them up, and which ones you give vivids to before you give vivids to them, because you cannot level your characters down at all, unlike a lot of other RPGs. You can't level your characters down. You can. It's a same thing with evolving and ascending. However, ascending characters is no big deal. This dude's ascended 1 time. Ascending characters is no big deal because each ascension is completely exclusive to that character. And, evolving characters is not exclusive. You can't evolve a character downward, so you're going to want to be careful there too. Now, evolution pebbles, they typically come from the treasure chest over here. As you can see, we got another evolution pebble coming in 23 minutes, so that's when we're going to try to evolve another one of our characters. Anyways, this is Game Hydro. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and if you want to see us go over other topics about this game or talk about another specific game that you may be requesting, then please leave a comment and we will try to get to it.